Most millionaires aren't what they seem. A lot of millionaires aren't really millionaires, at least, not in a practical sense. On paper, they've got a 7-figure net worth, a beautiful home, solid assets, maybe even a box checked on a financial spreadsheet. But strip away the value of their home, and the picture changes dramatically. What makes someone a millionaire? By definition, a millionaire is someone whose net worth is $1 million or more. That's everything you own of value: cars, real estate, investments, businesses, collectibles, minus everything you owe. Simple math. Assets, liabilities equals net worth. Some people argue certain things shouldn't count, like items you'd have to sell or assets that aren't easily converted to cash. But that's not how net worth is calculated. Whether it's a house, a stamp collection, or a vintage car, it still adds to the total. However, there's another, more telling measure: the investable asset millionaire. That's someone with $1 million in liquid assets, money in bank accounts, stocks, bonds, mutual funds, or retirement accounts. Assets you can quickly turn into cash without selling your home, car, or family business. The numbers tell a different story according to UBS Global. About 24 million Americans have a net worth of $1 million or more, roughly 7% of the population. Sounds impressive until you remove home equity from the equation. Once you count only liquid investable wealth, that number drops to about 6 million people, just 2.3% of adults. In other words, most millionaires only cross that threshold because of their home's value, not because they have $1 million ready to invest or spend. Think about it. 2 out of every 100 people you see in an airport or grocery store could live off their investments indefinitely. The rest, they're millionaires on paper, but not in practice. Why home equity doesn't equal financial freedom? Owning a home outright is an achievement. It takes years of payments, discipline, and stability. But home equity isn't liquid. You can't use it without selling, borrowing against it, or taking out a reverse mortgage. That's why there's a huge difference between being net worth rich and being financially independent. Example: a couple in their 60s with a paid-off $750,000 home and $250,000 in savings equals $1 million in net worth, not enough to retire comfortably. A renter with $900,000 in index funds and $100,000 in cash equals same net worth, but can likely retire tomorrow. Both are millionaires, but only one has the flexibility to stop working. Net worth versus passive income. Net worth is the sum of everything you own: your house, car, retirement accounts, even the dusty furniture in the attic. But true financial security comes from income-producing liquid assets. You can't pay medical bills with drywall. You can't buy groceries with your backyard. Without liquid wealth, home equity is just a number on paper. The FIRE Financial Independence, Retire Early movement understands this well. They measure success not by total net worth, but by how long they can live without a paycheck. The rise of the home equity millionaire. With real estate prices soaring over the past decade, millions of Americans have become millionaires simply by owning a home in the right place. A modest California house bought 20 years ago might now be worth over $1 million. But many of these homeowners are still cash per asset rich on paper, but strapped for spending money. They're working full-time, stressed about bills, and unable to tap into their wealth without selling the roof over their heads. The real goal: liquid wealth plus passive income. A home is a valuable part of your net worth, but it shouldn't be your primary financial safety net. Real stability comes from balancing equity with liquid assets and income stream savings, investments, and retirement funds you can actually use. Otherwise, you risk becoming house rich but cash poor, looking wealthy on paper, while lacking the financial freedom to live life on your own terms.